I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She right got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 5 of the NFL.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And coming up of an early season open. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded at the 43. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the... ...35.
A gain of 12.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23.
He was taken down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency break.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Number 40 on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Complete to
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devin Duvernay, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Crowder on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
And the Steelers set to take the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
A 6-yard loss.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go. Oh, they're on it. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, L.A.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And his kick is right through. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled
after the pickup of 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Complete.
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And a Rams.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to get like 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and score. Addy. He takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
When you're struggling up.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Baker Mayfield sacked. Brought down back.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that, because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, 1st down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Rams have got it on cruise control.
For the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take. Take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, over 300 yards passing in the victory, with a couple of touchdown passes as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. The final, 29-14. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Dip.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
40 on the carry.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Tunga Bailoa's pass. Complete to Travis Kelsey.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Los Angeles.
Play action, now it's Tua. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Throwing now is Tunga Bailoa. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 37. Steelers nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Sponge. No.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a carry for Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Allen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Touchdown, L.A. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came. Into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. their own 30.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now left side on the swing pass, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, 54.
First down, Mayfield. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Jordan Reed.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to get a score back.
Lining up for the point.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a game.
Carter, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 9.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Mayfield now. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out to the left here to Reed.
Mayfield's pass. Complete.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
A
6.
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit it the back, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. We step on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, touchdown, I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a slip on, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel.